first of all, why do you want to work at this company?
Okay, why I want to work at here? Because when I was a child, I went to some Toyota's museum or Toyota's factories, and when I studied abroad in China. At that time, I went to factories in Tianjin, and I saw how they are making cars or how they think about that market directly. And when I went to Canada, I really felt that foreigner likes Toyota's car. And then I felt Toyota is so nice. I was quite impressed because Toyota maintained to be popular in the world. So, and I studied English and Chinese, so I wanted to use this experience. So I want to work at the company which has global perspective. So I chose this company.
So why do you want to work in this kind of job?
Because I want to use my skill that I have or I'm good at or I'm interested in, and so
So what do you like the most about these kind of jobs?
because I learn a lot of things in foreign countries, and I realize that Japanese can't live without relationship with other countries. So I want to be involved that kind of company. So I chose this kind of job.
So what's your strongest point?
My strong point is I think I'm a sticker. Like I don't like give up easily, and if I start something new, I wanna know more and more about it. For example, when I was in university, I started learning about bookkeeping without serious reason. But after I started learning about it, I became more and more interested, and so I think that is my strong point.
So can I ask you, what is your weak point?
My weak point is I think I'm overly cautious. I mean, I worry about something when I start something, and if I start something new, I have to think about what advantage are or what's disadvantage are or what's gonna happen in process. So it's difficult to decide something new I'm gonna do or not.
What have you done the best thing in your school days?
I think the best things that I've ever done is belonging to soft tennis club for 6 years, and I learned a lot of things through this club, such as don't give up or how nice achievement is. When I was in middle school, I was studying member, and we practice much in the morning, in the evening, at night, or on the weekends and vacation as well. And it was really tough for me. But however, I didn't cut corners at studying for school. So I think it made me really strong. And when I was in high school, we didn't have coach like to teach us. So nobody could teach us. So we had to decide, or we had to organize what we are gonna do. So we could make kind of teamwork strongly, and we could and joined a prefecture championship. So those two things are best things for me.
So what did you learn from a part-time job?
I learned a lot of things in part-time job, and I've had only one part-time job in my life, and I worked at Starbucks in Japan. And at that time I learned two things. First one is service, and second one is how to work with coworker. First one was my Starbucks which I worked at was quite busy because it has drive-through service, and of course every customer had different needs, so we have to give service to suit their needs. So, and second one was how to work with workers. We had a drive-through, so we couldn't work without teamwork. And if somebody started being lazy, we couldn't give good service to them, to customers. So we always talked about what our good point or what our bad point is, and then we always try to give better service. So I think those 2 points.
Even though working at this company is hard, do you have confidence to overcome?
Yes, I have a really confidence because when I was in soft tennis club, to be honest, I tried to quit the clubs, but actually I didn't, because I knew that spending hard times is really good for me, because after I spend hard time, some rewards or good things come back to me. So now I really don't like give up something, and if I start something, I wanna have responsibility until the end.
Do you want to work in a management position?
Yes, but first of all, I think I should get a lot of knowledge, a lot of skills to work here. And after that, if I have opportunity to be in that position, I'd like to try it.
So after you get married, what would you do for work?
I think I would work raising children and working together. But I heard that it's very tough for women, so if I feel that it's impossible to balance both, I would quit this job. But first of all, I want to get a lot of knowledge in this company, and I'd like to do my best without caring about it.
What's different between you and others?
I think I have differences between me and others. I have 2 points. That first point is I went to studying abroad in Canada and China, so I'm quite familiar with cultural differences, or I have a lot of international friends, so I think it's easier to understand the differences between cultures or people. So first one is that I can understand the difference of others, and second one is I always think I value process to do something. For example, I always make small